everyone and welcome to Exam Ignite. In this video, we'll go through the most important questions of the Module 1 of Universal Human Values, that is UHV BUHK408. So here I'll be reading each question and the answer to it, and you can just listen to it and learn the MCQs for the exam. So let's get started. So the first module is upon the introduction to value education about right understanding, relationship and physical facility and understanding the value education. Self exploration has a process for value education, continuous happiness and prosperity, the human basic human aspirations, your happiness and prosperity, current scenario, method to fulfill the basic human aspirations. So let's get started with the MCQs. What is the state of liking? A holistic and all encompassing state of mind that creates an inner harmony is happiness. What is called living with the assumption of oneself as a body and living as a human being only based on the physical facilities and not with the right understanding and relationship is animal consciousness. Five basic guidelines for the value education are universal, natural, verifiable, and encompassing, leading to harmony, and the rational. What are the basic desires of every human being for which they are working? For which they are working is continuous happiness and prosperity. When we participate in the larger order, this participation at different levels is known as our value. Values are the outcome of realization and understanding. Identify the solution which helps human being to transform from animal consciousness to human consciousness is right understanding. Seventh one, to maintain harmony, we have to work at four levels of living. So our second level is family. Two mechanisms involving in the self-exploration are natural acceptance and experimental validation. Self-exploration uses two mechanisms. One is natural acceptance and experimental validation. What is the third level of living? Is our society. Developed nations are the live examples of prosperity. The participation of human beings is seen in two forms. One is behavior and the work. What are outcomes of realization and understanding? Values. Development of developed nations are live examples of health, wealth, and wisdom. These three terms can be combined to form a single term as prosperous. Contents of self exploration are desire and program. Value education is becoming important for students nowadays because value education helps students to correctly identify our aspirations. Three results are obtained from realization and understanding. Two of them are assurance and satisfaction. Find the third one, which is universality. What is necessary but not complete for human beings? Physical facility. What is the main component of our program to understand and live in harmony at all levels of living? Is right understanding. What is our participation at different levels in larger order? Value. When we participate in larger order, this participation at different levels is our value. What is the first level of living? Individual. What is the second level of living? Family. What is the fourth level? Is nature. Giving weightage to physical facilities to maximization of the sensory pleasures to accumulation of wealth is called animal consciousness. What helps human being to transform from animal consciousness to human consciousness is right understanding. Health, wealth, and wisdom means prosperity. What is the emotional state of being happy? Is happiness, joy, pleasure, all of this. We can know our weakness and remove them by doing self-study. What changes occur in the conscious units are qualitative. Program and desire are the contents of self-exploration. The content of value education is expected to include all dimensions and levels of human being. If we maintain a relationship with other human beings based on the right understanding, then there will be mutual happiness. The value of education is the education by which we can transform from animal conscious to human conscious. We need to undergo self exploration. Why? We want to find out what is valuable to us. We want to understand our relationship. We want our participate in the things around us. So all of the above. Self exploration is process of dialogue between what you are of and what you really want to be. A process of self evaluation through the self investigation, a process of knowing oneself through that, though that knowing the entire existence. So, all of this say that self exploration. Natural acceptance is a way to accept a good things naturally. The proposal should be verified by the nature acceptance and the experimental validation. The process of self exploration leads to realization and understanding. The nature acceptance uh, changes with what? In nature acceptance will not change with time or situation or the place. It will none of these. Happiness may be defined as what? Being in harmony. If there is energy in it, then I like to be in that state. If there is a harmony in it, then I like to be in that state or situation. So that is known as happiness. All of these. Working only for the physical facilities is living with animal consciousness. Right living refers to ability to live in the harmony at all the four levels, that is individual, family, society, nature. When we participate in the larger order, this participation at different levels is our value. What is the first level of living? Individual. Second level is family. Fourth level is nature. Self exploration uses two mechanisms. What one is natural acceptance and second one is experimental validation. What is the third level? Society. What are the outcomes of realization and understanding? Values. Giving weightage to physical facilities to maximize the sensory pleasures to accumulation of the wealth is called animal consciousness. What values human beings to transfer from animal consciousness to human consciousness? Right understanding. Health, wealth, and wisdom means prosperity. What is an emotional state of being happy? Is all of these. Program and desire are the contents of self exploration. Understanding through UHV2 is desire of human being is continuous happiness. Understanding of the coexistence, feeling, and thought of the coexistence are all of the above. The process of the process to understand humans dash is self exploration. Human goal or values or aspirations is called self exploration. In this course, whatever is being said, it is a proposal for an individual. Natural acceptance is what? It is universal, definite, and continuous. Self exploration is a process of self evaluation through the self investigation. Mechanism of self exploration are natural acceptance and experimental validation. Self exploration are of two mechanisms. One is natural acceptance and experimental validation. The result of self exploration is one is right understanding and the realization. What are the two mechanisms or the methods of self exploration? One is natural acceptance and the experimental validation. What is the goal of UHV2 course? As I said previously, all of the above. To understand the role of human being, what we try to understand in UHV2 is again all of this. Harmony within myself is known as happiness. Happiness is a state of harmony. Continuous happiness and prosperity are the basic human aspirations. Happiness means harmony within myself. To be in a state of liking is called happiness. So it is the first level of living is individual, second level is family, third level is society, fourth level is nature. The basic human aspiration is what? To stay continuity of happiness and prosperity. Undivided society is ensured by relationship with right understanding. The human goal at the level of family is prosperity. The method of understanding UHV2 is self exploration. What are the two dimensions we are referring to? We are going to refer for the right understanding is dimension through the thought and dimension through the realization. The process of transforming from animal to human consciousness is human education or sanskar. To enable transformation from animal to human consciousness, it is the role of education, sanskar. Dash helps the human being to transform from that. This is right understanding. Animal consciousness is giving weightage to the physical quantities to maximization of the sensory pleasures to accumulation of the wealth is animal consciousness. Human consciousness giving weightage to relationships to inherit the feelings and right understanding is called human consciousness. Living with the human consciousness leads to undivided society and the universal human order. Prosperity means it is health, wealth, and wisdom. Self study helps us to know our weakness, what weakness we are having, and how to remove them. Universal, rational, and verifiable are the guidelines uh, of value education. Dash helps to correctly identify our dash. So value education will helps us to correctly identify our aspirations. Dash is only a means to achieve which is considered valuable for human being efficiently and effectively. What technology? The process to understand the humans dash is a self-exploration. Human values is called self-exploration. The content of value education is expected to include all the dimensions of human being. If we learn about value education, our technical and professional learning will be neglected. Is it true? No, that will not be neglected. Value education is just a new name for what we thought as a moral education. It's just a change. Is it so? No, it is not. It is completely different from the moral education. Value means what is the price or cost of something. No, then universal, that is false. Universal means true of or applicable all at all times and everywhere. Yeah, correct. That is true. Actual acceptance is invariant with time. True. The process of self exploration helps in improving the relationship. True. Ho- Harmony is increased by the process of self exploration. True. Happiness and prosperity are the two basic human desires. True. Self verification means accepting any new proportions is false. Money is a salient human value. False. Knowing means having right understanding. Dash deals with the personal transformation and societal transformation. Human education. So this is one set, and we'll move on to the another set. Which of the following is an essential component of holistic development? Which it is intellectual growth. Next, what is the role of education in the holistic development? It is developing ethical values. What's the process of value education? It is self exploration. Which of the following is a basic human aspiration, continuous happiness, and prosperity? In this current scenario, what is a method to fulfill the basic human aspiration? It is ethical living and value based actions. Which of the following aspects contribute to the holistic development? It is emotional intelligence. Next. What is the importance of continuous happiness and prosperity in human life? It will satisfy the basic human aspiration. What is the current scenario regarding the happiness and prosperity? That they are affected by the societal conditions. What is the primary goal of value education? It is to developing the moral character. Which of the following is an outcome of value education? It is emotional intelligence. True or false? Value education promotes a holistic approach to the personal development. True. Next, what is the relationship between the self exploration and the value education? It is a value exploration that promotes the self exploration. What is the purpose of understanding the value education? For fostering the ethical behavior. True or false? Continuous happiness and prosperity are temporary states of being. False. They are the permanent state of being. What is the key to fulfill the basic human aspiration? That is the ethical living. Which of the following is an obstacle to value education? The materialistic desires are the major obstacle. True or false? Value education is a lifelong process. True. What is an impact of value education on relationships? It is enhanced understanding and empathy. Which aspect of the holistic development involves physical well being? Which is physical facility. True or false? Material possessions lead to continuous happiness and prosperity. False. As I said before, what is the significance of value education in promoting the happiness and prosperity? Is it fosters the ethical behavior and the contentment. Which of the following is a method of fulfilling the basic human aspirations? Is cultivating virtues and values in daily life. Value education focuses primarily on the external achievements. False. What is the primary aim of value education is developing the ethical values and the character. Which of the following is an outcome of value education is emotional intelligence. Continuous happiness and prosperity are solely depend on the external circumstances. False. What is the role of the self-exploration in value education? It promotes the ethical decision making. What is the key aspiration of all human beings? It is continuous happiness and the prosperity. True or false? For value education is limited to educational institutes. False. Next is what is the role of physical facility in the holistic development? It is it provides the conducive environment for the growth. Which of the following is a consequence of value education? Is emotional intelligence. True or false? Value education focuses solely on the intellectual growth. False. What is the importance of continuous happiness and prosperity? It is to satisfy the basic human aspirations. In the current scenario, how can basic human aspirations be fulfilled? By the ethical living and the value based actions. Relationship is building a crucial aspect of value education. True. What contributes the holistic development? It is emotional intelligence. Which is the significance of the continuous happiness and prosperity in human life? It satisfies the human aspirations. Then true or false? Here the value education promotes the holistic approach to personal development. True. Value education focuses solely on the intellectual development. False. Relationship building is a crucial aspect of the value education, which is true. So this completes the MCQs of the first module, all the important questions. So this is a new series that I have started for the universal human values. Stay updated with the channel. Do like, share and subscribe to Exam Ignite for the further modules and for the question banks and previous year question papers. And thank you for watching. See you in the next video.